Today we're looking at a small country in the Caribbean called Antigua and Barbuda, which consists of two main islands, Antigua and Barbuda, as well as several smaller ones. Antigua was once part of the British Empire after becoming a dependency in 1967, which is a step up from colony, and then gaining full independence in 1981. Like most of the Caribbean, it's pretty stable and relatively happy, so there's not much to talk about, but all managed somehow. Antigua and Barbuda is a parliamentary democracy in which the Queen of England is the head of state, and since obviously the Queen can't be in Antigua to do all the things a head of state would do, such as being the commander-in-chief of the armed forces and as well as conducting foreign policy, the governor-general is appointed to fill in that role. In this case, currently, is His Excellency Sir Rodney Williams. But why is the Queen of England the head of state, and not someone, Antiguan? Well, that's because it's part of the Commonwealth realm. The Commonwealth realm is an area in which the Queen of England is technically the head of state, but like most constitutional monarchies, has no constitutional power. Even so, the monarch of a completely different country should be the head of state of their own country and no one else's, right? Well, you can blame the British Empire for that. Once upon a time when Britain ruled the world, the British Parliament was in charge and made up the rules for pretty much every country, although some countries like Canada, Australia, and New Zealand had some powers domestically, but foreign policy and some other powers were left up to Britain. Regardless, the monarch was always the head of state, but when the colonies began to ask for independence, some countries didn't really want to give up the Queen as the head of state because it meant less finagling with their respective constitutions. Antigua and Barbuda is one of them. The UK government isn't allowed to pass laws in the Commonwealth realm, but they are allowed to share the Queen as its head of state. The Commonwealth realm helps to foster trade and political relations between the other member states, so it's not just ceremonial. The Commonwealth of Nations and the Commonwealth realm, in particular, are good ways to unite countries from all over and bond over their shared heritage or being once part of the British Empire. I think we're going to talk about this a little bit more, but for the sake of having something to talk about when I talk about the rest of the Caribbean, I'm going to leave it at that for now. Either way, we're going to stay in this hemisphere and we're going to look at Argentina. Until next time.